In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up a very simple AI chatbot using the new InfraNodus GraphRAG node, the official node that we have inside n8n. The advantage of this setup is that it's very simple. You just have the incoming chat message here, then you have the InfraNodus node processing the user request and then providing the response that is then shown to the user. And you can use the native n8n chat, or you can also connect it through webhooks. We have both of those flows in this workflow available so that you can then later link it to some external chat widget like we have here, n8n chat widget.com, that can also be embedded to any website or accessed via a link. And as I said, the way that it works is a bit different from the way that those workflows normally work, because when you look at the examples on n8n, usually they use AI agents, and these AI agents need vector store, because when you need to provide an answer to the user based on some knowledge base, you usually need some information to query. So most of the systems use so-called retrieval augmented generation, or RAG. And what happens in RAG is that you have a list of statements like you have here. Then when the user query arrives, then the system, the AI, is looking for the statements that are most similar in the vector sense to the statement of the user, and then summarizes them and provides the response. And that works, but not so well, because sometimes the user request is very general, so the system just finds gibberish here, or also the system doesn't really know the context of the whole knowledge base. So it doesn't know what it's about, and then it will extract some very specific content that will not be so much related to the general topic of what the knowledge base is about. And this is why in InfraNodus we use so-called GraphRAG under the hood. This is why the node is also called GraphRAG. And the advantage of GraphRAG is that it uses both RAG, so it both searches for similar statements, but it also looks for the parts of the knowledge base that are most related to the user query. So for example, if someone is asking for SEO analysis, search engine optimization, it will zoom in onto this part of the graph, look at all the relationships that exist, and then retrieve those statements, those relations, and then augment the model's context with all this information so that the response that you get is much more detailed and much more precise. And we actually use the setup on our own support portal. I'm going to show you later how it works, and the results are much better than the native Zendesk AI chatbot. So it's really working well, and I recommend you to use it as well. And let me first give you a quick overview of how it's set up, and then I will show you how you can set it up yourself. So basically here, we already have the posted notes in the workflow that explain how it works. First, you have a chat message arriving from the user that is available to you via the n8n interface, so you can also access it with the link here. So you can open it like this and have it accessed here. The user message arrives, then it gets sent to the InfraNodus get a response from knowledge base node, and that node is set up so that it's connected to the specific user account that I have, expert, and to the specific graph. So this is the graph InfraNodus support from which the responses are going to arrive. So let me just open it once again and show you how it works. Here I have this graph. I will show you how to create this graph. It's very simple. You just import all the data here and automatically create a graph like this, or you can also create it manually. It doesn't matter. But once you have this graph, then you will just provide the name of this graph here. So you will take the name from the top here and then add it here. And then it works. You connect everything, and then it's going to provide the responses. So then when you open the chat and ask how to do SEO with this, and you see I'm on purpose asking very general question with this, so we don't know what's going to happen. You see the query arrives to the chat message, then it goes to the InfraNodus GraphRAG node. It connects to this graph. It retrieves the parts of the graph that relate to SEO analysis and also the statements that are most similar to SEO. So it combines them both, and then once it has all the information, it provides the response, and you can also see in the log here what happened. You know that the InfraNodus node received this question, and then it provided this response, and then it provided this very response to the chat. So this is how it works here. And once you test it out like this, what you can also do is that you can disable these chat nodes. So you need to disable them first and then activate the webhook nodes. And when the webhook nodes are activated, you can go inside the webhook, copy the test URL, okay, and then you can go on a service that provides embeddable n8n chat widgets. I will link to the one that we use in the description to this video and also above here. But basically it's called n8nchatwidget.com. You go to that website, then you paste this webhook, open the widget by clicking update widget and try. And then here you just need to click execute workflow so that this workflow is waiting for the web trigger event to come through to this webhook. That's how it works. This widget is sending the trigger each time the user is asking a question. So if I ask something like what is SEO, you see what happens here. It's executed. It received the message onto this webhook URL. Then it sends it in the same way as in the previous workflow to the InfraNodus knowledge graph that we selected, the specific one that we want to use, InfraNodus support, and then it provides the response. You can actually click here on executions to see what happened exactly. And then if you open here at the bottom, you will see that it received the query, and then it provides a response. InfraNodus serves as a powerful tool here, and then you also have the same response here. You see, so this is how it works. It received the message through this webhook, generated an answer, and then sent the message back to the webhook that this chat is listening to. So then it provides the response to the user, and in this setup you can actually embed this chat on any website or make it accessible via a URL. Now let me show you how you set up the whole thing so you know how it works. First of all, you will need to basically import this workflow from our repository or from the official n8n directory of workflows if it's already available there, because they take some time to approve it. But basically, once you have that file, then you click here, make new workflow, 3 dots, import from file, and then you import the file with the workflow. So you will have something like this set up. You will first have the chat node activated, so the webhook will be deactivated because it's nice to use the chat to test everything out. And then you have this InfraNodus node. So all you need to do is to go here, then create a new credential with InfraNodus. You will need to provide your API token, which you can get on InfraNodus when you go to your API keys here. So you will simply need to create new API key, give it a name, and then copy the key from here and then paste it here. That's all. That's how you set up the connection to InfraNodus API. And then you need to provide the graph name. And with the graph name, it's interesting because if you already have graphs in your InfraNodus account, you can use the already existing graphs. But if you don't have an already existing graph, then you can easily create a new one. And to do that, you go to the apps page and then, for example, analyze texts, and you can upload files, also copy paste the text, anything you want, also embed URLs. But basically, if you have, let's say, some research papers, I have here 2 research papers. One is on collective dynamics behind success, another one is on social isolation, so both are on some social issues. I can simply upload these papers into the graph, give them a new name. And then what I can do here is to select that I want to process only detected entities. You can also use words, by the way, doesn't really matter, but maybe entities will provide better responses, but also it's going to take more to process, because what happens here under the hood is that InfraNodus is building a knowledge graph based on all the entities it detected in both of those research papers, and then creates a network from them, as you will see here, and then visualizes it as a graph, so that you have a really nice representation of what the papers are about. So you can see that it's about social isolation, for instance, proteins. So there's some connection, an interesting connection between proteins and how they're produced, and social isolation and loneliness. And then we have another one here on inequality. So this is probably from the other paper, which is talking about slightly different things, but you see they're also connected. In fact, if we remove these nodes, research and data, and see how they're connected, we'll see that they're connected through demographic and so on. So it's very nice because it gives the model a general overview of what the papers are about. You see that it's about protein dynamics, behavior adoption, health risks, demographic factors, university connections, and so on. So it gives the model a general sense of what this context is about. And also when the user is going to query this graph, it will ask exactly, the parts that are related to this. So, for example, if I ask something about social isolation, then it's going to make a query here. You can also create a graph just by adding manual queries here. So if you go here, you can use a web wiki-link syntax. So InfraNodus is a tool, let's say I add here. When you go next, if you click to create a mind map, then you can create a knowledge graph here. And then with the knowledge graph, you can add some more information. Can be used for CO. So this is a manual way of adding this relational information, and then you see we'll have a graph, and then you can use that graph as well. By the way, if you use Claude, you can connect to our MCP server and also download the skill that we have. I will link to in the description to this video again, to the skills, and then you can ask Claude, create ontology for InfraNodus, and then it's going to use the skill that is available to it. You see Claude is now failing, so there's something a bit weird, but yeah, so now you see it has access to the ontology generator skill, and then it's going to create ontology, and then you can ask Claude to save it into your InfraNodus graph, and then you use the same graph inside this workflow. So this is how it would work when you want to be able to access this knowledge graph from here. So once you have the whole thing set up, you first make a run with the standard chat just to see if everything works correctly, and then when it does, you switch this off, then you switch the webhooks on, and then once you click execute workflow, go to webhook, copy this link of the webhook here, and then you go to n8nchatwidget.com, paste this link, and then you can start interacting with this graph. And you can also go to dashboard if you have an account and logged in, create widget, and then create a new widget with some custom settings, and then you will also be able to track what are the actual messages that people are sending if you want to do that. If you want, they're also not stored as well. But basically, you would have this available, and once you have this available and you test it out, you see that everything works well. What you need to do is to actually go to the production URL and copy the production URL into your n8n chat widget here, so that you're using the actual production URL. And then you need to also save this workflow and activate the account. It's very important, because if it's not active, then it's not going to work. Once you have this whole thing set up, it's going to work. It's going to serve your users with high quality responses. So this is how it works. I hope you find it useful. In the next video, I'm going to demonstrate a slightly more sophisticated workflow that uses the n8n AI agent to orchestrate between this graph and also some search queries that you can use to augment the responses to the user. So in this case, you can actually connect several different sources and use InfraNodus knowledge graph as a source of truth to let the model have a general idea of the context, and then use search results to provide more detailed responses. So that is a good workflow that you can use for support portals, and actually the one that we use ourselves on our support portal here. When you go to support@Nodus Labs, you will see that we use this exact workflow here, and actually provides much better responses than the native Zendesk AI chatbot. So this is also what you can watch in the next video. Thank you. And let me know if you have any questions, and I will be happy to answer to them.